Have you ever really looked around while you were walking down the street and thought to yourself, where does all this garbage come from? Have you ever thought about the impacts of littering? Because we've all done it. But have you ever really thought to yourself how badly it's ruining the environment?
Have you ever thought that the seemingly fictional landscape of Wall-E could become a reality? Our environment is rapidly changing. With the rise of the human population, we have begun to slowly but steadily make an irreversible footprint on the face of this earth. With the rise of new technologies and the rapid increase in the population of the human race, we are forced to delve deeper and deeper into Earth's natural resources, consuming it for our own materialistic gains, rather than thinking for a second about the impact it has on the environment.
Our pollution levels have increased drastically over the last decade due to the increase in industrialization around the world. But the most pressing matter for us is the increasing amount of trash that has been building up in our cities and in our parks.
First, we will begin with interviews about people's conceptions of trash in our environment. Secondly, we will educate you on how trash builds up and the impacts it has on the environment. Thirdly, we will talk about environmental agencies and what they do to keep our community clean. Fourth, we will talk about what we did to keep our community clean and what you can do to help.
I think there is like a decent amount of trash in the sports park.
Alright.
Like that. Like that, yeah.
Alright.
There's like Gatorade bottles just lying on the ground.
Alright.
There's a good amount of trash in the sports park.
Alright.
I see a ton every day on the basketball courts.
I think the wind just like blows it around, and then it just goes somewhere, and then no one knows where.
I think like parents need to like pick it up.
Parents pick it up?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that sometimes kids who are responsible actually put it in the trash can.
What do you think about the kids that aren't responsible?
Who aren't responsible, they just leave it there and then just walk away.
Me here?
What do I have to respond? What's the question? What happens to the trash that's left behind? What do you think? It just lies there. Turns into used condoms.
How much trash do you think there is at the sports park?
Do you mean, by trash, do you mean the basketball players that come here?
No.
Oh, the,
Like actual trash.
I'd say there's a decent amount of trash here. It gets bad at times.
Like how bad?
On a scale of 1 to Nishant, around a Nishant.
Nice. Okay. And what do you think happens to unpicked up trash?
It rots, and then it gets into the ground and it messes up the environment a bit.
Do you know how?
Through erosion, and then it's bad.
Okay.
Trash builds up due to inappropriate disposal. This minor offense, although seemingly harmless, has catastrophic consequences if not monitored. According to the Keep America Beautiful website, Americans generate 251.3 million tons of garbage per year. Since 1960, the amount of waste generated in America has nearly tripled. You might ask, where does all this trash end up? 55% gets buried in landfills, 33% gets recycled, and 12.5% goes to incinerators.
These landfills have a serious impact on our environment. Plastic bottles left in landfills break down to release DEHA, a type of carcinogen that can cause reproductive problems, liver issues, and weight loss. This type of chemical can leach into the soil and cause contamination that can reach plant life and animal life as well as water sources. Garbage that is disposed of improperly can also begin to release methane gases. According to the Energy Information Administration, these gases are greenhouse gases that can destroy the Earth's ozone layer and contribute to significant climate changes or global warming. Old fishing lures, plastic bottles, rope, styrofoam, cigarette butts, and fishing lines can be consumed by marine animals, leading to the deaths of millions each year, according to Conservation International.
There are many agencies that help keep our environment clean. One such agency is the Environmental Protection Agency?
The United States Environmental Protection Agency is a government agency concerned with the American environment and its impact on human health. It was founded in 1970 under Richard Nixon in response to growing environmental concerns among Americans. The EPA is responsible for establishing and enforcing environmental standards. The EPA has recently proposed a Clean Power Plan to cut carbon pollution from existing power plants. This is the largest source of greenhouse gas emissions in the United States. By cutting emissions, the EPA hopes to control global warming.
Dude.
What?
Are you crazy?
No.
Dude, you gotta recycle that. Come on.